From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Slot man moves right.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2 yards to go, second down.
Looking to throw. Dyson.
That one's complete out to Michael Mayer.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him a first down. 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
And the Raiders first down.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Once again, it's Jacobs.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
On third down, Dyson.
Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And that's complete to Adams.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Davante Adams. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Raiders are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Bowers. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Bowers. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
The Chiefs are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
So pass interference the call. That's going to set him up with a 1st down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the 1st quarter.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
For the field goal, a 47-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Greg Zerline on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
$10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Third down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
27 on the play. And the Las Vegas first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
Off the bootleg. Dyson rolling to his right. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
They'll run right here with Jacobs.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Here's Jacobs from the gun.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. It's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Bowers. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Open man down the field is Henry. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first down, Bowers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bowers. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dyson.
pressure, and they got to him again. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now.
Off the option, here's Jacobs.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. To throw on 2nd down. Dyson hitting Mayer here on the out route. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Jacobs is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Jacobs again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
They'll run it with Jacobs. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was a huge play on 3rd down. So now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now Mahomes. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now here's Mahomes.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw on 3rd down. Dyson looking deep for Adams. It's caught inside the 25.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
And even 50 yards. And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust. and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. Second down and 6 now. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Off the play fake, Dyson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him, let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's on his way. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
We're back now in KC. For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Off play action. Dyson. He'll let this go for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On third down, Dyson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 110 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
A loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
Here's Mahomes to throw, eluding the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Zerline's kick is up and through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's on his way. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Bowers, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try to chip away at his timing.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
First down, Las Vegas.
Throwing on 1st down, Dyson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
They'll look to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And all the way in for the Kansas.